All right. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on something you use every single day but probably never think about. It's the hidden technology that gets, well, everything from a factory across the entire world and right to your front door. We are talking about the invisible engine that powers our world, supply chain software. I mean, you've been there, right? We all have. You click buy online and then the chaos begins. You're tracking a package that seems to be on a scenic tour of the country, or you run to the store for that one thing you desperately need, and the shelf is totally bare. You gotta wonder, what is actually going on back there? And look, these aren't just little annoyances, they're symptoms of a global system that is just massively complex. For example, did you know that supply chain problems are so big that they can lead to nearly a third of all food produced just being wasted? It's this huge tangle of missed signals and total blind spots that ends up driving up costs for, well, all of us. So, how in the world do you bring some order to all of that chaos? Well, you build a digital control tower. And this is exactly where modern software comes in, acting like the brain and the central nervous system for the entire operation. So, what is this stuff really? At its heart, supply chain software is basically a digital command center. It's designed to manage the entire journey of a product from start to finish. We're not just talking about shipping. No. We're talking about everything, from finding the raw materials to actually making the item, to managing inventory, handling all the logistics, and finally tracking it right to its destination. Here's the best way to think about it. Trying to run a modern supply chain without this software, it's like trying to land hundreds of planes at a super busy airport, but with no control tower. It would be absolute chaos, right? This software is the air traffic control. It gives everyone a clear, real-time view of what's happening so you can prevent crashes and make sure everything lands exactly where and when it's supposed to. The way it works is by creating what people in the industry call a single source of truth. So instead of having dozens of different spreadsheets, a million emails, and endless phone calls, everything, and I mean everything, lives in one central place. This means the supplier, the warehouse team, the delivery driver, they're all looking at the exact same up-to-the-second information. All the guesswork just disappears. And you can spot a potential problem, like, say, a storm delaying a cargo ship, way before it turns into a full-blown crisis. So what's actually inside this digital toolkit? Because it's not just one thing. It's more like a whole suite of powerful tools, and each one is designed to do a very specific, very important job. I mean, look at this. It really shows you the night and day difference. Before, you were basically flying blind, with huge blind spots and really slow, reactive decisions. Now, you have total visibility and early warnings for pretty much anything. You're literally moving from a world of risky human error to one where you can make confident decisions backed by actual data. And if we break down what this software actually does, you can see it's a pretty balanced set of tools. Automation and visibility are the heavy hitters. They handle all the routine tasks and let you see where everything is. But just as crucial are things like risk management, which helps predict problems, and all the specialist tools for inventory and logistics. It really covers all the bases. Let's make this automation thing a bit more real. Okay, picture this. A really popular product is just flying off the shelves. Now, instead of some employee having to notice the stock is low and then manually place an order, the system handles it all. It sees the low stock, it automatically creates and sends a new order to the supplier, and then it tracks that new shipment in real time until it's safe and sound in the warehouse. No delays and no chance for human error. It just happens. Okay, so the tech is obviously pretty cool, but why does any of this really matter? What's the actual tangible impact on businesses? And maybe more importantly, on us? Well, the proof is right here in the numbers. A 95% customer retention ratio. That is a huge statistic. It means that when businesses put these systems in place, they deliver on their promises. It builds this incredible trust and reliability because things just work. And that's the kind of thing that keeps customers coming back. And here's the most important part, how those business perks translate directly to you. So when a company has improved visibility, what that really means for you is fewer delays and way more accurate delivery times. Cost optimization? That means less fuel is wasted, which can lead to lower prices and is better for the environment. And better risk control simply means the stuff you need is much more likely to be in stock when you go to buy it. And this isn't just for, online shopping. This technology is the quiet backbone of almost every industry you can think of. In healthcare, it's making sure life-saving medical supplies are where they need to be. In e-commerce, it's the magic that makes next-day delivery even possible. It's everywhere, just working away silently in the background. So, how does a company even start building one of these amazing digital control towers? Well, as you can imagine, it's a really meticulous process. You have to turn a business's unique, messy challenges into a smooth, custom-built software solution. It pretty much boils down to four key stages. First, you have to discover and map out every single step in their process to find all the pain points. Then, you design the whole system architecture and make it easy to use. After that comes the heavy lifting, the actual coding and tons of testing. And finally, you launch the system and stick around to provide support and help it grow with the business. This quote really just nails the whole mission behind the technology. It's not about making software just for the sake of it. It's about solving real, tangible problems out in the world, giving companies better control, cutting down on risks, and helping them run better for years to come. And that brings us to one last thing to think about. We've seen how this software can tame all this complexity today. But as our world gets even more connected and we face all new challenges like sustainability and huge global disruptions, you have to wonder, what's the next big problem that this incredible invisible engine will be asked to solve?